Meleager and the Calydonian Boar. Now Aetna's land gave weary Daedalus welcome, and Cocalus, who took up arms on his behalf, was kindly. Athens now had ceased, all praise to Theseus, to expend her tearful tribute. Shrines were garlanded, and Pallas, Jove, and all the gods were hymned with offerings in their honor, victims' blood and heaps of incense. Flying fame had spread the name of Theseus through the towns of Greece, and in their perils rich Achaea's realms implored his aid. His aid even Calydon, who owned her Meleager in distress, begged and besought. The cause of her distress a boar, Diana's boar, her instrument of enmity and vengeance. For the king Aeneas, it said, when plenty blessed the year, to Ceres gave the first fruits of the corn, to Bacchus poured his wine, to golden-haired Pallas her oil from her own holy tree. The prized oblations, given first to gods of farm and field, reached all the gods of heaven. Only Diana's altars, so men say, were left uncensed, unserviced, and ignored. The gods feel anger too. This shall not pass unpunished. No, she cried. I may be seen unhonored, true, but never unavenged. The smarting goddess sent a giant boar, huge as the bulls that grassy Epirus breeds, dwarfing the bulls of fertile Sicily. His eyes ablaze with fire and blood, his neck solid and steep, his bristles long and sharp, rigid as spear shafts, his broad sweeping flanks flecked as he hissed and snorted with hot foam. His tusks were huge as Indian elephants, his mouth flashed lightning, and his burning breath seared the green leaves. Now the young growing corn he trampled in the blade, and now cut short the harvest in the ear, and laid to ruin the farmer's ripened hopes. In vain the threshers, in vain the barns await the promised crop. Down fall the heavy grapes, the trailing vine, down fall the olive's berries, down the boughs. Flocks too he savages, beyond the help of dogs or shepherds, nor can bulls, fierce bulls, defend their herds. The people fled, they felt no safety save within a city's walls, till Meleager and his heroes came, a chosen band, all fired by hopes of fame. There were the twins, the sons of Tyndareus, one famed for boxing, one for horsemanship. Jason, who fashioned the first ship, Theseus came with Pirithous, blessed pair of friends, and Theseus' two sons, and swift Idas, Idas with Lynceus, sons of Aphareus. Caeneus, no woman then, and fierce Leucippus, Acastus, famous for his javelin, Hippothous and Dryas, Phoenix too, Amintor's son, Phyleus, whom Elis sent, and Actor's pair. There too was Telamon and great Achilles' father, Pheres' son, Boeotian Oileus, and Echion, that peerless sprinter, with Eurytion untiring, Panopeus, Lelix of Locri, fierce Hippasus, and Hylius, Nestor too, still in his prime, and those Hippocoon had sent from old Amyclae, and Ancaeus from Arcady, and Laertes, and the son of Ampycus so wise, and Amphiaraus, as yet unruined by his wicked wife, and with them from Arcadia's highland race, a Tegean girl, the green glade's pride and grace. A plain brooch pinned the collar of her dress, her hair was simple, gathered in a knot. From her left shoulder a quiver of ivory hung rattling, and her left hand held a bow. So she was dressed, her features in a boy you'd think a girl's, and in a girl a boy's, When Meleager saw her, in a flash his heart leapt high, while heaven opposed, and deep he drank love's flame. Happy indeed, he thought, the man whom she deems worthy of her hand. But time and modesty allowed no more. The high task pressed, the challenge of the boar.